I don't remember a time when curling wasn't a part of my life. When I wasn't putting in the sweat and hard work to be the best that I can be. Clocking in the time, the effort to practice day in, day out. Curling is more than just a game. It's a family, a community. And when it's time to play, I know I'll be ready. Hardline, supporting hundreds of our next generation athletes.
We asked Saskatchewan what they know about 5G.
More speed, more innovation.
It's going to make our lives a whole heck of a lot easier.
This is what 5G looks like.
Better, faster.
Sounds like one more G. Sounds pretty good.
I don't know what it means.
All you really need to know is the future of 5G is here and will continue improving through investments in network technology.
It is. A very pleasant good day, and welcome to Martensville. It's the Curling Stadium Martensville Invitation, and we have this A qualifier game between Kayla Skrlik and Corryn Brown. It's a brisk day here in Martensville, just 2 degrees centigrade outside, but we're hoping to have some hot action inside the shed. I'm Dave Schmel, and I'm happy to be joined by you and my coworker in the booth, Mr. Terry Corbin. Hello, Terry.
Good morning. It's still morning here, that's for sure, but it's a little earlier there.
It was morning when we stopped working last night.
Yes, it was. But it's good to be back for this A qualifier.
So we're all set here right now. It is Kayla's. Actually, no, it's Corryn Brown with Hammer here in the first end. I believe. We'll count rocks in a second. I thought I saw them agree to the measurement looking at the draw on the button, but we didn't have our overhead up yet, so it was just me eyeballing it from the long shot. Center card would tell me that Skrlik has Hammer, yep.
Yeah. We're getting right into it real early, so this is good.
Always fun to see things pop up here and talk about a busy weekend for curling.
Oh, I'll say. We've got the men in Penticton. We've got some mixed doubles, I believe, going on. We've got some junior events going on. We got the Continental Pan Am, or I guess I don't even know what it's called anymore. It's starting on Sunday, I believe.
And we have Arena Nationals here in the United States.
Oh, wow. Is that where Schuster is this weekend?
Well, no, not that type of arena. What we call arena curling.
Oh, okay.
So this is exclusively for clubs which don't have their own ice and curl on rented hockey ice.
Ah, that's kind of neat.
So kind of where our game is growing down here in the South and really getting a lot of clubs, and then slowly but surely we're getting more and more dedicated clubs built. So
that's awesome.
Having something for these curlers to compete for is really, really special.
Yeah, I bet. You're building them, we're closing them.
Yep, well, it's one of those things. It's when you need to love the game and pass that love on.
Yeah, I mean, the one of the clubs that here in my city, at the Golf and Country Club. They just shut down curling, probably for good. They're saying that there's going to be a vote come November, but I think most of us are sadly coming to the realization that it could be gone for good.
So the fix is in and it's predetermined.
Think so. I mean, we had a little bit of a financial expense to get it up and running this year, and of course, the last couple years have we've incurred the same thing, and unfortunately, the board got a report, or asked for a report, and that report was in, and it was pretty bleak. But unfortunately, the individual that did that report was not in tune with curling rinks per se. So I guess the ice maker here is. He does two clubs, but anyway, he kind of rebutted a lot of what was in the report, saying the costs were a little on the high side. But anyway, that's a story for another day, and we're here.
Sure, absolutely, we're here right now, and definitely wish the best to your club for sure. And from what we see here right now, we have Red sitting 1 with hammer. It's starting to develop here a little bit.
I don't know whether you know, Dave, but Kayla, did she not go by another name last year or the year before?
I do not know that, buddy.
Oh, okay.
But if only there was a repository of all information that was ever accumulated by humanity online.
I mean, I know of her, and I just when I saw the last name, it didn't ring a bell. So, but they're a good squad. She's been to the Scotties, I do believe.
That is correct. But let's see here. So Brown, coming off that game against Watling last night, that we were able to bring to you.
I hope she brought the luck of the granite with her.
Oh, did she ever have a couple of fortunate ones?
Yes.
But anytime you win anything, usually they bounce your way at least once.
Oh, for sure. And it is part of the game.
They make that hit and stick. It's still Skrlik sitting hammer 1 with hammer here. Let's go, coffee.
Yeah, I just finished mine, and I'm starting to feel it go through the veins now.
As long as that's as far as it goes.
Well, I hate to tell you, buddy, but it's going other places eventually.
So here's Fleming. Gonna try to hit this and mosey on over. Don't think you got as far as you want. I think a little chance to play the yellow for Brown if she wants.
Also got the red, just kind of almost nose. And if she really wanted to take it on, she could make the double that way.
Nice of her to draw it out. Now, I wonder if the team's got the memo about checking the no-tick rule.
I'm starting to wonder if you even sent it.
Well, I put a stamp on it. It's probably not there yet.
have to make that part of the conditions and the terms and conditions of playing in the Spiel.
Should definitely be a part of the pregame meetings. Yeah. What we're referring to, of course, is every time we see a team verify whether you're going to get the one, get the both. There you go. That's quite good out of Aaron Pincutt.
Yeah, now it's going to be time for Kayla's team to respond.
Yeah, you see that come down, and they knew it was a two-way shot the whole way, and off the hand, they elected to go for that double. And we're going to have to fire back the other way now. And Skrlik's going to have to hit the abort button.
Yeah.
Fleming trying to get this one to curl. Can he make it over the top?
Yeah.
You jam it on there.
Yeah.
And it goes, let Brown come right back in.
Corryn trying to throw that out turn around the center guard.
Are you surprised by going with the out turn there?
Not really. I mean, I think the unfortunate part for Corryn here is that placement's going to be critical because Team Skrlik has the in-turn red available to her, and depending on where this goes, she'll also have an out turn off the yellow that's in the rings currently, where she can hit and roll. So placement will be critical here of this rock.
So here's Brown with her first.
She's watching it pretty intently. The sweepers are really going hard on it.
Yeah, this is not heavy. It's going to get awfully close to that guard and give it just a little kiss.
And that kiss covers a little piece of that rock.
Yeah, it's going to make it a little bit more difficult now. The font of information that is Wikipedia, reminds us that it is Skrlik's sister Ashton on the team. And it looks like she's always been named Kayla Skrlik.
Oh, there you go. There you go. She's also got Jerry Lynn Ramsey on the team playing lead.
Indeed.
She was a Scotty participant when it was, I think it was even held in PEI in 2010. She played third, I believe.
So here's Kayla.
Playing the raise. Line looks pretty good. Line looks really good.
Line's fantastic. And how is the weight control? That
Perfect.
is pretty well spot on.
Mm-hmm.
Great little raise there by Kayla Skrlik.
I think her best option is running the one on the center line in.
So how tough is it to judge the line and the weight here?
Yeah, it's yes, when you're moving a rock, well, in this case you want to move it probably six plus feet. So that's usually not the problem. The problem, I think, is more line, because now she had to make sure she hit it high to cover it. That was kind of if she wasn't going to make it perfect. That was the side to hit it on, and but I mean, well thrown, well judged by the sweepers and communicating to the vice that the weight was pretty good. So therefore, line call was made a little easier.
Now Brown on the run back. Line's really close. Comes up nice.
She's got a piece.
She
Nice
does
shot.
indeed have a piece and clears it on out. Corryn Brown says good morning to that rack.
This is a much better start to the game for her and her team as well from last night.
That almost didn't make it up there, but got there just enough at the end. So now looking to grab a piece of this is Skrlik for the blank attempt.
Yeah, we don't want to wish anything bad, but I mean, at the same time, if she doesn't get out to this, she could skinny chip that yellow one out front into the red, which could flop onto the rings.
That's a lot of ifs, buddy.
I know, but I'm an iffy guy.
Yeah, well, that takeout is not.
That's right.
They go away, and we're scoreless after one from Martensville. We'll be back on Curling Stadium right after this.
Don't forget your brooms.
You got it.
Come on up. Well, what do you got? You got one, you got two, you got...
Just one more throw, please.
You make moments like these possible.
Handcrafted in Canada, Hardline's Ice Pad has revolutionized curling for over a decade. Engineered with top-tier precision and durability, it is backed by an unmatched 10-year warranty. Designed for curlers at all levels to sweep effortlessly with maximum efficiency, it is trusted by the world's best curlers, including Olympic and world champions. It is quite simply the best broom in the game. Hardline. Join the revolution.
Saskatchewan, you know SaskTel because we're everywhere. Because being everywhere keeps us connected to you. With SaskTel sponsorships, we get to be part of your community. We're here with you, and we're here for you. It's easy to get started. All you need to do is apply. SaskTel cares. Always has, always will. To apply for sponsorship, visit sastel.com/sponsorships.
And we're back. Where it is Kayla Skrlik after the blank retained the hammer against Corryn Brown in this A qualifier matchup. Dave Schmel and Terry Corbin, happy to have you here. Feel free to interact with us on the chat on YouTube. And while you're on that YouTube screen, make sure you like and subscribe. Hit the little bell. Don't miss a minute of action because there's action from coast to coast right now. All the way from Penticton to here. There's just curling literally everywhere this weekend.
Yeah, there's something going on in the Atlantic provinces as well. I really like Samantha Fisher, the lead for Corryn Brown. She's throwing a guard, and it couldn't be any better if you walked it down. It's just short of the ring, so really tight, really usable, and that's so key to getting ends off to a start that you want and allowing you to play kind of the end, at least in the first four rocks, pretty much how you want.
So going to come on into what we've been seeing so often the last couple of weeks with the competitive teams is this draw to the top four and then draw on top 2 or 3 times and try to see who has the advantage.
Yeah, after four or five rocks, who's got the better angles? Who's blowing it up? Who's gonna keep going?
This one needs to find some breaks.
Yeah, this is a little warm.
Jerry Lynn Ramsey skitters that one into the back 8. So now with a good one here from Sarah Colton, be advantage Brown a little bit here.
Yes. Gonna try and get in and behind that short one that Samantha Fisher threw in her first one, as well as provide some comfort to that one there sitting on the just above the tee line on the 4-foot. They knew that was a little warm out of her hand. I saw Corryn pat, do we need the back one there?
That's going to lead the double here. Goes pretty naturally.
Yeah.
So it'll be Kayla's sister, Ashton, looking to make 2 yellows go away. Working on it hard to hold it.
Looks pretty quiet, I think, but she's got it.
Got the 1, the 2. You clear the one, and you move the other one, but man, you left your red in a really nice spot there. Because this first roll down's probably gonna, if you don't throw it just right, you're gonna key up that red onto the yellow, and it's right back in Skrlik's favor.
Mm-hmm. You almost wonder if she ever gave a thought to playing that in turn with kind of, maybe hack weight, backline weight.
So Colton Stone just skinnies past. And it does set up those angles, though.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah, moved it just enough so it's not the most perfect angle for Skrlik. So she's going to take off the front. And all the action that we speak of, we'll be sure to try to give you some updates from across the curling world and some of the key matchups. I know I'll be paying attention to our own broadcast colleague, Ryan Jakes, taking on Matt Dunstone this morning, right now. This one is going to be way up over the top. Got to go the other way now. So that overcurled by quite a bit.
Again, not having access to, the curlers' voices, I don't know whether that's just thrown light or whether that was the weight that was called, but kind of a little bit surprised that it was that quiet.
Oh, it was certainly quiet. It'd be very difficult to clear both stones at that weight. These stones are certainly lively. We've seen them spring forward a good 1.5 feet at a couple times, but yeah, you has to get there to be there. So now with a good shot here, Brown can be lying a whole bunch. And here it comes. You get the one. You get that one in the back of the way. Yes, you do. And you are sitting 1, 2, 3, and 4. Broom comes right back down.
Yeah, getting a little roll here. Probably rolling to her her right as and to our left as we look at it. She's got some catchers over there. This looks pretty good.
And it will be right up against that catcher. And it lies second shot.
These are different camera shots that we've got here. I've been trying to get a time from hog to hog, and I can't get one.
Well, it is different sheets for sure, and
Yeah.
we have slightly different camera setups on a lot of them.
Aha! There's my technical crew doing their job, responding to my wishes.
That's funny because most of us ignore you.
I know.
Pass the guard, gonna jam it on, but still clear it out. And that skitters on over and to freeze right to theirs. Now, I think the question's going to get answered here. You're going to just try to move some stuff. I was wondering if you'd ever consider drawing into it, but probably not.
Yeah, I don't think she's that confident in where the rocks are sitting. It may also be the thrower, but she can actually execute this by getting 4/5 of the rock and make the double and roll in behind the guard.
Kind of like that. Man, that was half a stone away from being super awesome good. That was really darn good to begin with.
Exactly. And I mean, and then, Corryn decides that, she can see enough of it that she's going to play some weight at it. I mean, the other option certainly would have been to draw behind and up to it. I think one of the obstacles in making this shot the way she wants is there is that yellow one of hers at biting the back 12, and she certainly doesn't want to tap that red back into the yellow.
So Corryn Brown from Kamloops with her first in the second. This one needs to bite just a little bit, or else you're going to jam now.
This is close.
You do jam it on. Almost feel like you got caught in between. You probably could have shot it out the side.
Well, that was the danger of that shot with that kind of weight. That was one of the risks involved.
Now, Skrlik should be able to get a lot of separation on these stones.
Yeah, I mean, certainly, if she noses it, it would not be an easy double. I think though the key is going to be, as you said, she can roll, and if she does, where does she want to roll to?
Because if you roll maybe only a stone over, you're going to make it possibly make the double easier, just make the angle nicer. And here comes that stone, and
this is good.
Gonna get the hit, just a fraction of a roll. Looks like a pretty tough angle, but something you're probably gonna take on.
I think she'll play roll first and double second based on the release.
So looking to roll underneath the red first, and
I think so, yeah.
If the angle's ever right, go for it.
Yeah, I mean, that looks like the well, she thinks it's the right ice for the hit and roll. So, I mean, if she ever gets it a little full of the broom, I mean, that'll be an indicator for the third to possibly look at the double as well.
They indicated it was heavy, and now I'm just seeing, whoa, whoa, whoa. Now we're on it. And to get the hit,
no,
and not enough roll. So it's going to be a wide open nose hit for 2 for Kayla Skrlik.
Yeah, and that's this opportunity kind of come out of almost nowhere. Corryn playing that, electing to play the I don't even know what you call it, board weight hit, because I don't know what the weight was, which was called. But I mean, playing it heavy to remove the stone, and just not getting to the nose of the rock allowed the jam to occur, and then now at Skip's Rocks we're looking at a deuce for Skrlik.
Final still in the second. Got a hit and stick to get your 2. This needs to come on over. He might clip it in the back. Yeah. It's going to be just fine. There's the deuce on the board. 2-0 in favor of Skrlik. We'll be back from Martensville right after this.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
Join us this March for the House of Hearts Charity Bonspiel in Duluth, Minnesota. Help raise funds for Project Joy, who provides meals for hungry kids in our community. Every donation helps to ensure no child goes hungry. Join us and make a difference. Together, we can spread joy.
Back here, third end, it's Kayla Skrlik holding a 2-0 advantage over Corryn Brown. It will be Brown with their hammer here in end number 3. First one comes in from Skrlik. And yeah, I kind of agree with you, Terry. That deuce did really seem to form out of nowhere. It didn't really seem to be an end that was too dangerous. If anything, I thought Brown had the advantage for most of that end.
Yes, sir. And just speaking of curling around the country in the New Floors Penticton Curling Classic, we've got some early scores. Charlie Thomas is up 1-0 on Ryland Kletter. Matt Dunstone trails our own Ryan Jacques 1-0. John Epping scored a big 5 in the first inning, and he leads Brent Pierce 5-0. Go figure. And we have Johnson Teo, he's up 1-0 against Riku Yanagasawa.
Riku Yanagasawa.
There you go. That's him. And we have Mr. Park from Korea stealing 4 in the first, 2 more in the second to be up 6-0 against Neil Dangerfield from Victoria, BC. We've got Brad Jacobs just scoring a deuce, and he's up 2-1 on Cameron De Jong. That gets you kind of caught up in Penticton.
We'll be keeping our eye on our buddy Ryan Jakes just selfishly. I said, go get him, Jake the Snake.
That's right.
Of course, Dunstone coming off that big win last week.
Yeah.
And it looks like we had a touchstone there, and we did the old tap it on and broom a little bit and act like we moved it to Micron.
Yeah, I know. I don't have any other scores to pass along from here, even though I see they are playing. We've got, I believe, 2 other sheets on the go here this morning here. Just no scores.
Yeah, we just need to be able to get some updates from out in the field there. But we can assure you that curling is occurring.
Yes.
And you can get all those scores right online at curlingzone.com. It's right down there on the left-hand side. All the spiels are there. Any links we have to YouTube coverage, be it our own or something that we can pick up, are always going to be right there. We make it super easy for you. And like and subscribe us on YouTube. Grab those notifications, although this morning with all the streams going off, it probably would have sounded like a fire alarm. So now Sarah Colton going to ask, do the double peel here.
Yeah, not wasting any time in making this decision either.
Ooh, it's got the one, and it went just over the top. Almost caught it. Skrlik, liking the way the deck chairs are arranged right now, is going to put another one in the way.
Mm-hmm.
See, Fleming and Ramsey trying to guide this. Park it. It gets across the hog line.
Yeah,
and
it's done its job.
It is bisected by the center line. Going to use all the big words today, Terry.
I got my thesaurus and dictionary, so I'm good.
Problem with the dictionary is you already know how to spell it.
I know, eh? Hey, Siri.
Yeah.
I don't know what this call was.
Looks like we're just trying to act like that guard isn't there and come through here relatively easy.
Yep, I mean, good opportunity to get a roll if she can get by that front guard, but this looks rather tight.
Now it's a long guard. All I have to do is get past it.
Mm-hmm.
And, oh, it's that simple, but maybe you get a little added break there and shove that one even closer. Just going to be another guard coming in. I don't know if that hit the sidewall or not. It did. If anybody can wave at him. There you go. It went away.
Yep. Yep. And Kayla's gonna, by the looks of it, continue on to play a little bit defensively here. That rub's a little bit too close to the house for her liking. It was very splittable, and she's chosen to remove it, which opens up the house for Corryn to, make a play on the rock on the center line and see if she can't get a roll over to the wing.
Throw it really well. You could make the double and the roll all at once. Here comes pin cut. Dr. Colton escorting it.
Yeah.
Now we're going to get the hit and just split it off. Never really had a chance to curl up.
Yeah. You really wanted to stay there. You wanted to get Kayla chasing. Rather defensive call here again. Trying to remove her own and roll into the rings by the looks of it.
Yeah, I'm just a little bit surprised by that, but I guess wants to cement the deuce. In baseball, what we would refer to as a shutdown inning.
Mm-hmm. Well, she looked at the guard first, and I think she thought that, if I throw the guard, I leave either a potential shot at that one on the back four, as well as I leave an opportunity for Team Brown to try and hit and roll in behind that. So she's decided to play it safe. She gets the roll into the house. She's sitting two, and now Team Brown's going after Shot Rock.
Probably want to stay right there. Get under the cover and give Skrlik something to draw to.
Well done.
Now we'll see how defensive she wants to be, because there is a little chance to put the force on.
Mm-hmm.
What would your call be there, Terry?
Up 2-0. I'm probably, playing what she's going to play, which is to remove it out of the rings, knowing full well that, if I know Brown, and I think she may, opt to play the next end, so therefore blanking this one, this sits well with me. She certainly could play the freeze. But to answer your question, I think I would play this with kind of board weight, let my sweepers do their thing, and I would try and do my thing by throwing it somewhere near the neighborhood of the broom.
Well, we know one thing's for sure: sweeping is not your thing.
Oh God, no. You get young people to do that. This has got a curl.
He needs to work over. It looks like it just is tracking on him. Grab a little piece. Do you clear it out? Does it get all the way out?
No, I don't think it does. No,
still
it doesn't.
Hanging on there. So a little opportunity here unexpected for Corryn Brown because as long as you don't take out your yellow on the way out here, you got the entire prairie to roll into.
Yeah, she almost she can't afford it. The angle's just not very good there to roll to the open side. So she's going to have to hit this on the nose, which will obviously leave Kayla with an opportunity to make a double.
So definitely Team Skrlik is going to take a look at this line because I don't think they had the best beat on it with the last shot.
Yeah.
There's Corryn Brown with her first to the third, indicating it's a little bit heavy. This is in danger of jamming. It does. Does it get out the back? No.
Oh.
And it's going to
be a force.
Yeah, absolutely. And really, that's unfortunate because if you miss it just maybe an inch here or an inch there the other way, even if you jam, you'll probably clear it.
Yeah, I just got my dictionary out. I was looking for the word minch.
It's probably more than a skosh.
Well done. Well done. Well, she's going to get a break here. Going to get an opportunity for the blank. Certainly Kayla helped her there.
So both teams just a little bit off on that side of the sheet in this end. Seeing just marginal misses.
I guess, yeah, if that miss is not unexpected given you've just watched Corryn's come down and maybe over curl a little. So she may have just added a pinch or two to the weight, and she rolls out the high side.
Oh, pinch, that is a bit more than a skosh.
That's right.
So Corryn Brown on the blank attempt here. Final stone at number 3. Looks pretty close.
Yeah.
Bang. And slide on by. Still got to make it out. And there it goes. And the blank is in the books. We go to 4. Skrlik has a 2-rock lead.
I don't remember a time when curling wasn't a part of my life. When I wasn't putting in the sweat and hard work to be the best that I can be. Clocking in the time, the effort to practice day in, day out. Curling is more than just a game. It's a family, a community. And when it's time to play, I know I'll be ready. Hardline, supporting hundreds of our next generation athletes.
We asked Saskatchewan what they know about 5G.
More speed? More innovation?
It's going to make our lives a whole heck of a lot easier.
This is what 5G looks like.
Better, faster.
Sounds like one more G. Sounds pretty good.
I don't know what it means.
All you really need to know is the future of 5G is here and will continue improving through investments in network technology.
This is it. It all comes down to this rock. The hours in the gym, the weeks away from my family. This is what I've been training for. And all those voices trying to tear me down, I'm here to silence them. We've given everything we have for a chance to get everything we want.
And we're back here in the 4th end. is Corryn Brown with the hammer, trailing by 2. And we were discussing the break. We probably ended up getting to the result we thought we were going to have in a roundabout way.
Yeah, I think 3/4 of the way through, we were anticipating that it was going to be a blank, and things unfolded to the point where we thought maybe there was an opportunity for Corryn Brown and her team to get 2, but after watching both skips throw, we realized that no, we're back to scratch.
So Brown throwing the corner guard here. Gonna look to score in the evens. Hopefully get a deuce.
Yeah, that's a nice corner guard. I like them tight to the house for sure.
I'd like to thank all of you that are joining us today on Curling Stadium. It's our pleasure to bring you this coverage. So the second from Jerry Lynn Ramsey.
Mm-hmm.
Margot Fleming is going to escort this up. And just biting. Might be able to get this on the bit of the rings with a roll.
Oh, for sure. Yes. Yes. Gonna have to start asking what's all this sign language mean? This looks pretty good. Yep. And the last little turn is towards and under that yellow stone.
Yeah, certainly in a good spot for the team from Kamloops, which is dubbed themselves the tournament capital of Canada, with more than 130 sporting events there every year.
Jeez, that's a lot of events, man.
I want to cook for them.
Yeah. Now the pressure is kind of on Team Skrlik to make some really precise guards, given that that one is under cover.
That one's just there nibbling.
Mm-hmm.
We are, of course, beyond the free guard zone now. So Brown with a good opportunity here.
Yeah, she's looking to roll to the opposite side now and leave herself a corner guard.
Sarah Colton, they're waiting on this one to curl.
Mm-hmm.
And it just did not come up enough and rolls out of the rings. Skrlik goes right to work and is going to rip the corner here and try to roll back to the center.
Yeah, that's why it was rather important for Team Brown to stick around with that corner guard on the other side.
Could probably get both of them and the roll.
Mm-hmm.
Here's Ashton Skrlik. Bringing it down the tunnel weight. Needs to move over. Right now, you only got the top guy, and that's all you'll get.
Yeah.
It'll give Brown an opportunity to put one a little higher to make that next one tougher.
Did you see the call, Dave? Is it a corner guard that they're asking for?
Yeah, about a halfway corner guard.
Okay, yeah.
Ideally, probably just past the Curl Sask logo.
So they're guarding the one that's in the house. I thought
That's
they would. Okay, I didn't know whether they go into the opposite side or not.
That one needed to finish a little bit more, but I don't think they want to bring it deep at the same time.
Correct.
Significantly higher than she had asked for. So here's Fleming. Needs to come over, going to grab one and just over the top again. Just, man, you're giving that stone some windburn.
Yeah, I'm not sure you bring your sunscreen to your province.
Yeah, I don't know if you're bringing your sunscreen to Martensville when it's about 4 outside.
Yeah, it's a little cool.
Winter has certainly arrived.
We were spoilt this week with some pretty warm temperatures here in the province of Ontario. Well, southwestern Ontario.
There's Fisher and Colton, and they end up right side by side together.
Yeah, that's not good.
Now we got peel weight called for again.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't look like you could ever jam. So just come and get it. Fleming coming to get some.
Mm-hmm.
And she will get a full order. And just like that, nothing cooking. See that come down, and as long as you hit anywhere there on the outside, they were going all day.
Yes. That ended up in the worst possible spot for Team Brown. She's now forced to play the hit on the shot stone, and dare I say it, we could be in line for another blank.
So back to Kamloops trivia.
Here we go. Yes, we're in the car and we're off, and now we're there. Yep.
Okay, so it comes from a native word meaning for meeting of the waters. Of course, the railway brought folks to the town, as it did pretty much everywhere. And about 98,000 people as of the last count in the metropolitan area.
How far north is that from Vancouver? It's quite a ways, is it not?
Well, it's in the watershed of the Fraser River.
Yeah. Good throw.
keep on going back and forth here.
Don't have the little rocks above the scoreboard here on our screen, but this is Corryn's first rock.
Yep. Trying to make the hit again. Kamloops is about 350 kilometers away from Vancouver.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks to be a good 250 north. I did not get out my scale.
No? Oh. So this is just kind of a guesstimate. Gotcha.
I looked at the driving distance and looked at the little line and did my trigonometry that way. There was a sine, there was an opposite, there was a hypotenuse.
So this is kind of just this is much like a practice shot for Kayla Skrlik, trying to get it anywhere in the rings to force Corryn to make a hit and roll out for her blank.
And you're going to have to, important to make him do it. We've seen recently that not occur. Always make your opponent throw a shot.
Yeah, I always lobbied for if I got a free throw through the rings to blank the end that I should get a 4 for that on the scorecard.
So we get that shooting percentage up to about 11% then.
That's right. That's right.
Final stone, fourth end.
You keep talking like that, I may have to pull out my touch 'em all, Joe. You'll never hit a bigger home run.
Corryn Brown looking for the blank attempt.
She knows this.
Yes, she has. And like you said, always making throw a shot. So it will be the single point. It's 2-1 after 4. We'll be back from Martensville right after this on Curling Stadium.
For over 20 years, the Sandra Schmirler Foundation has granted more than $9 million to hospitals across Canada for life-saving equipment for premature and critically ill babies. In the past 4 years alone, $4 million has been granted thanks to the curling community's incredible generosity. The need continues year-round, and with your help, we can ensure every baby has the chance to grow up and become a champion, just like Sandra.
SaskTel Be Kind Online wants to stop cyberbullying. Want in on the action? We award up to $1,000 for youth initiatives that help spread kindness and prevent bullying. What great idea do you have to help stop bullying? SaskTel can help. Go to BeKindOnline.com and apply for a grant today. Together, we can make a difference.
Back here at number 5, it's 2-1 in favor of Skrlik. Corryn Brown with the unexpected single there in 4. And now Skrlik has a hammer in 5.
Yeah, Team Brown can't be happy with the outcome there. They kind of played the whole end, looking for that blank and retaining the hammer, and nose hit on her last rock gets them 1, but means they lose the hammer, and they're going to have to get a steal here somewhere.
Has some score updates from Thomas and Clyder's tied up at 2. Ryan Jakes 2-1 over Dunstone, that game in the 4th. John Epping 8-1 over Pierce, still solidly in control. Yanagasawa and Tal tied up in 1. Park and Dangerfield, that is over after 4 by a score of 8-1 in favor of the South Korean. And DeYoung holds a 4-2 lead over Brad Jacobs in that game in the 4th.
Yeah, Jacobs' team has seemingly struggled last week, just not making those required shots to either save yourself of an end or score a big end, and it looks like again they're struggling a bit.
And our other games here, Park and Thebano are tied up at 1 in the 3rd. Latest update we have, and Campbell 3-0 over McCarthy. Also in the 3rd.
So the winner of this game is going to be the A side qualifier and plop right down into the semifinals.
And going to get some time off.
That's correct. The 2C qualifiers will play in a quarterfinal. And the 2B qualifiers will play in a semifinal.
And unfortunately, folks, Warren Buffett's $1 billion bracket challenge does not apply to this event. You ever take a shot at that, Terry?
No.
Warren Buffett gives people a free entry, and if somebody can have a perfect NCAA basketball bracket, he gives them $1 million or some sick stupid number.
I should play that because I really don't know a whole lot about the best college teams, and it would be literally picking things out of a hat in most cases.
Often those are the people that win.
That's what I say. So I probably should get involved in that.
Yeah, I actually have a joke with a friend of mine from the Plainfield Curling Club. He was playing in the Spiel, and his pool definitely had the seating busted on it. And I said, well, this is why Peggy from accounting always wins the March Madness.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I was in a football field. I was in a football pool, and this gal from work, she won our pool that one week. So I just said to her, I said, how did you pick, some of those winners? And she goes, I just looked at their sweaters and I liked the color. So I ripped my magazine, my NFL Scouting Report magazine up.
And apparently we're in the midst of a solar flare on that shot. This one's going to come on down. It's going to rattle things around. It clears the one out. What do you think of that lead, Terry?
Well, I mean, I don't think it's terrible. Again, she's got a control rock above the tee line. She's got another control rock just outside the house. This is forcing Corryn to make a play at it.
That's a terminology I hear a lot of coaches use, control rock. So for somebody less experienced in curling, let's get a $2 answer for that.
Well, I mean, if you're controlling, well, I like to control the 12-foot myself, but and that's the way I actually preach it to the juniors that I've coached. So if you've got rocks in just short of the house that can be utilized to either run in or tap into the rings. I just think you're always going to kind of have a shot at something. When you don't have any rocks, or your opponent rocks, it's sometimes, well, then they have control of the. To me, they have control of the house, which curling's a tough game as it is. Requires a lot of precision, and if you leave yourself more options, this is not going to be good. It turned out better than I thought. But yeah, so it's just having your rocks in play above. You can even say above the tee line.
Take a look at that shot again from Ashton.
Yeah.
Was firing away, trying to remove it a little bit. They catch their own on the way in, and it does kind of shimmy up those angles. So where maybe both teams have access to shot rock now, but there's less stuff in the way, and the end has a potential to get somewhat similar, more simple, rather.
Yes.
So, right. So ultimately, it's about controlling an area in front of the tee line, because
Yes.
Because I do see that's a problem that people newer to the game, and we have a lot of we have a lot of that. They see rocks in the house, like, well, once they get across that tee line, they seldom get any closer.
That's right. You'll see if anybody wants to go back in time and look at a skins game. Wayne Madaw was kind of, in my opinion, the master of manipulation of rocks, and I think that's where it really kind of took on a whole new meaning. Was you when you're playing a skins game, you need to score 2 in order to get a skin with the hammer, or steal 1 if you don't have the hammer. So you always wanted to have rocks in play above the tee line and short of the rings to maneuver and potentially run back into piles. And
so we see that stone that came across there.
Yeah.
Skrlik sitting the one undercover, and I guess we just remove this and try to sit 1-3, or
yeah.
And of course, Wayne Madaw had that great run a few years ago at the Briar, stepping in. And it looked like he really had fun doing it too. That's what was neat to watch.
Yes, yeah. And that was after his accident too, I believe.
A smile on his face the whole time. He was like a kid in a candy store getting to stretch those legs again.
Yeah, well, and again, he's had some really good teams over the years, but when you have brushing like Tim Marsh, you make a few more shots, I think.
Absolutely. Now this one's coming down with reckless abandon, and wham bam, there, and away they go. You'll see this again. Fleming come down, and it is just going to be an explosion of granite.
And I'm sure Kayla's quite pleased with the situation as is.
Oh, she'd absolutely love to take the hammer into 6.
Mm-hmm. Well, and the other thing, I mean, there's no real pressure shots either. It's I don't want to say it's relaxed time, but it's kind of stress free.
So is it time to break out the Calgary trivia? At the confluence of the Bow River and the Elbow River.
That must be in the form of a question, Alex.
Oh, this is interesting. In 2015, Calgary had the largest number of millionaires per capita of anywhere in Canada.
Now, who would have figured that, given the population of Ontario?
Well, it did say per capita.
Per capita, yeah.
This stone on the way from Skrlik. Right up the gut. A little bit of a roll. And now Brown's going to come back and return the favor. In 2022, Calgary was ranked alongside Zurich as the third most livable city in the world.
I know quite a few people that live in the province of Alberta, and everybody who lives in Calgary says it's a great city to live in.
And the hat for the Calgary Flames is really cool.
Oh, the stadium?
No, the red hat for the Flames.
Oh, gotcha.
I even own one.
How'd you get that across the border?
We have stores here.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. So then it's not a real one.
Okay. I don't even know what to say there. All I know is this is the final rock event number 5 upcoming. Skrlik looking for the blank. Should say something, though. I don't even own a Flyers hat.
Wow.
Kayla Skrlik with the final stone of end number 5. Wants to hit and spill and hold on to that hammer for all-important end number 6. And this one is gonna maybe make it out. Oh, I think we're gonna see a biter bar here.
It curled back. The last turn was back towards the rings.
Yep, they're looking for it. So 2 almost laissez-faire blanket taps. And we're going to get to see the biter bar come out here. So all it has to do is make contact. And
it did. Looks like it did.
They did. Or did it?
I don't know. We're going to find out when the lead throws us for the first rock.
Okay, we'll be back with that thrilling outcome right after this.
Don't forget your brooms.
Yep, you got it.
Come on up. Okay, well, what do you got? You got 1, you got 2, yeah.
Just one more throw, please.
You make moments like these possible.
Handcrafted in Canada, Hardlines Ice Pad has revolutionized curling for over a decade. Engineered with top-tier precision and durability, it is backed by an unmatched 10-year warranty. Designed for curlers at all levels to sweep effortlessly with maximum efficiency, it is trusted by the world's best curlers, including Olympic and world champions. It is quite simply the best broom in the game. Hardline. Join the revolution.
Saskatchewan, you know SaskTel because we're everywhere. Because being everywhere keeps us connected to you. With SaskTel sponsorships, we get to be part of your community. We're here with you, and we're here for you. It's easy to get started. All you need to do is apply. SaskTel cares. Always has, always will. To apply for sponsorship, visit sastel.com/sponsorships.
Back here in end number 6. And it was a blank in 5. So we'll be Skrlik with the hammer. That was ever so close to spinning back on, buddy.
I thought with that last spin, it was going to just be a biter. So Kayla's going to try and go around this guard, and we'll start this end like we started a couple of the ends in this game.
Absolutely. I'm Dave Schmel. He's Terry Corbin. We're happy to be with you today. And we'll get you some score updates from some of the other games going on across the curling world right now. If you want to do that for yourself, you can always go to curlingzone.com. They're right there on the left-hand side with all the little links and notification bells and buttons. And if there's one thing you could do to help us out is do the like and subscribe thing. It's basically, like the video, subscribe. Subscribing is nothing more than like clicking like on Facebook. Doesn't cost you a dime. And it would help us be able to bring you more and more coverage.
Yeah, our colleague there, Jax, is down 6-2 to Matt Dunstone now, playing the 5th.
That must have been, was that a 5 or a couple deuces?
I don't really know. I'm going to tell you.
It was 2-1.
He scored a 5-ender in 4.
Ooh.
Yeah, talk about a crooked number. Ooh.
Oh. Well, Skrlik trying to put up a crooked number of their own here, trying to get themselves a deuce. Drawing this one right to the top 4. It's half under cover. Good weight on that. Maybe even a touch more than half under cover. So they do lie 1-2 in the rings right now. And round looks like they're going to try to dig it out or at least tap it back. So both teams taking a aggressive approach because tapping it back is a very aggressive play.
Yeah, she chose to throw the double guards, which, I mean, I don't blame her being down 2-1.
So here's Sarah Colton.
Really trying to carve this in.
They're going to get a piece. And that one is going to stay off the back of the rings. So you see there, it's 2 for Skrlik right now, and they have the opportunity to really step it in gear now if they like. Although we see He's going to lose a guard here. Very statistically safe play here.
Mm-hmm. Well, and a smart play. I mean, this is, going behind guards is what's going to get Team Brown a point or two. So removing those rocks are in Kayla's best interest.
And the straight peel is achieved. And the long guard's going to come back up. And while we continue this waltz between the skips, do we have any other scores?
Yeah, we've got Kleider up 4-3 on Thomas. Mentioned the Dunstone Jack's game. Eppings completed his game. He's 1-10-1 over Pierce. We got a good game going between Teo and you'll have to help me again here on Yanagasawa.
You got it. That's it.
Wow. Feeling pretty good now.
You keep feeling that way, buddy. You keep feeling that way.
Yeah. Park has, as you mentioned, has defeated Dangerfield 8-1, and Jacobs has come on and he leads DeJong 6-4.
That guard is a little bit tighter, so the double peel and clearing the guard out of the way likely on order here. Here's Ashton Skrlik with some good pace here.
Yeah, the one rock may go jam back on the one on the back 12 here. Oh, no, she hit it perfect. Real nice shot.
1-2, how do you do? And see you later.
Now Brown's going to switch gears. She's going to try and get out of this end by the looks of it by starting with trying to make that double.
Just making sure it's not there. Very important for your third to keep track of that stuff for you.
Yes, that's for sure.
This needs to come up. It's looking really close. Gonna get the first one. Oh, just jamming on the second one, though. Need to come up just another millimeter. So close to good. Now Skrlik, as Terry lets his dog out, is going to try to make this hit and roll across the house. Margot Fleming.
Sweepers on and off. It's that's always a pretty good thing.
And it rolls right up to the button. You take care of Fido there, Terry?
Well, no, he looked at me and said he was going to shut up and just go back and lay down. I've got two of them here, so there's always one of them either looking for attention or making a little bit of noise to make sure that he's getting attention.
So that makes three people in that house looking for attention.
No, there's only three of us here.
Hitting just nose there. Did not make the double. So now Skrlik didn't look like she was going to be able to get her deuce, but looks like it's very much in the cards now.
Yeah, for sure.
Really a game of inches and millimeters.
She's got a nose hit, pretty much.
A nose hit, going to be able to take another run at the double.
Yep. Yeah, Corryn's got to make one of these.
Any preference as to which way you take it?
I like taking it on. I don't know what you would call. Hitting it just a little high and taking the back one on the center line side. That'll ensure that you stay as your shot rock or your thrown rock stays for shot rock. I think if you go over the top, you might lose the shooter.
So here it comes from Corryn Brown. With her first, we got the uppy wavy signal. Might have to go over the top.
Yeah, she does.
Line up over the top now. Get it? What? Oh, all the way over the top. And do you hang on to your shooter?
Yeah.
You do, but Skrlik's going to be able to put quite a bit of distance around there.
She didn't even consider the draw. She just needs 12 foot as well.
Well, Skrlik with her first. Throwing the out turn all the way out to the Maritimes. Needs to get there a little bit further.
Yeah. This is rolling out. Always found that a difficult shot, that out turn towards the boards. So another opportunity to escape from a deuce here by Corryn Brown's team.
Yep, Brown's just going to have to make the hit here. On it, hard to hold it. Don't want to slide by. Just, okay, you got your piece of it. And out of the ring, so just all the way through. And Skrlik's going to keep the hammer. Final stone at number 6. So what do you expect upcoming the next end?
Well, I mean, I think Corryn's got to get some guards in play and maybe take a chance here. I mean, statistically speaking, the odds aren't in her favor. And down 1 without the hammer, playing 7. I'd be taking a chance or two here.
All right, so the blank is going to come through the house, and we're going to head to end number 7 here from Martensville. It'll be Skrlik 2-1 with the hammer when we come back. You're watching Curling Stadium.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
Join us this March for the House of Hearts Charity Bonspiel in Duluth, Minnesota. Help raise funds for Project Joy, who provides meals for hungry kids in our community. Every donation helps to ensure no child goes hungry. Join us and make a difference. Together, we can spread joy.
Good. Here we are, seventh end. Skrlik with the hammer. Holding a 2-1 lead. Here in Martensville, Dave Schmel, Terry Corryn, so glad that you're joining us today, wherever you are in the curling world. We appreciate you being here. So Brown has put up that first guard. Now here comes Skrlik around. I think that leaves a little bit of opportunity for Brown here. He probably wanted that a little bit deeper if you were Skrlik. Because now if you put one halfway here, that's almost going to become another guard later. This one comes to a really good spot.
That's a good throw. Are you there, Dave?
I was muted.
Oh.
Here I am.
I was going to say, that's unlike you to be quiet for that long.
So a lot of rocks in play here for Brown.
They're really going to have to go to get this by that top red one.
Yeah, it's past the first one. You're going to get just past the second one. Great brushing there. And they end up with second shot out of it. Really good execution there.
Mm-hmm.
So now Brown, Skrlik rather, gonna ask her sister to do some of the heavy lifting here.
I think she just called for the peel on the top one, but there's some combinations that could have worked for her as well. She wasn't willing to take on that risk, though.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised myself not to see it get run right in there, because we mentioned about control rocks.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little bit away from changing the angles to making that yellow rock being a really, really nice place. So some opportunity, and we need Sarah Colton to have the right prescription here.
Yeah, I'm surprised she didn't try and blow up the hole as much as she could there.
That's what I would have put my 50 cents on, but now I think she has to do it.
Yeah, she'd like to really make the double peel here.
Second shot from Ashton here. Nice clean release. Sweeping hard, getting the 1, 2, 3, move a lot of granite. And you're going to leave your one and that other yellow guy just holding on and nibbling.
Yeah.
That's going to be important later.
Yeah, that can be the difference between a force and a blank.
I think I figured out the waves. I think that side is about a 10.5. The hand up is about a 9.5.
You understand women better than I do.
Oh, let's not go that far. I hardly understand myself.
This one's going to roll a little bit out and maybe even behind that yellow.
That's not a bad result there.
Yeah,
they come right back under.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any place that's there that you can't dig it out from, though, because
that's true.
Those guards are so high.
Yep.
So I still think that Brown's gonna need a half shot along the way here to get a force, but got to make this one first.
Yeah, I mean, I think the call was, full 8 foot, because she's probably thinking along the same lines as you. No matter where I put this, Kayla's going to have an opportunity to, remove it.
This one is at least a couple pounds too heavy. Can certainly see it for sure now.
Mm-hmm. Hack weight, yeah.
Yep, indicating the hack weight. So you know that signal.
I I don't use it because I figure standing on one foot, I could find myself lying on the ice very shortly.
Margot Fleming with her second in the 7th. This needs to come up just a hair. Now here it goes. It's going to take the break. Get the hit. Roll it over just a little bit. So here's your decision point.
Yeah, she can't afford to hit this. I mean, if she does, she's pretty much saying, you know what, I'm going to give you 2 here, and I'm going to try and get 3 in the last end.
Considering we've only had 3 points scored, that doesn't seem like a good strategy for either team right now.
That's correct. So yeah, she's coming right around. And again, to your point earlier, it's pretty hard to hide behind those and not have it at least accessible.
You see there in the inset how far up those guards are.
Yeah.
The tightest one is about halfway. So now here is Brown with her first. Colton and Fisher feel like it needs some weight.
Well, it's definitely...
The line's really nice. Can they get that last couple scrubs in? That's a pretty darn good effort. You're always going to be able to get there, but it's not easy now.
No, and I mean, I wonder, if she ever considers going around that. I mean, she would leave her red one exposed for a draw down 2, but man, if she could ever get to the corner of that button, she would put Team Brown in a pile of hurt.
Yep. As you see there, if you ever got to that corner of that button, there wouldn't be a require act of God to remove it.
Yeah.
This one's going to be really tight to the guards.
It's all over the guard, I think.
Now it's past the first one, but it does get intimately involved with the second.
Yeah. See, I mean, I honestly don't like this shot, really. I suppose it's a preference shot, but I mean, she just threw the draw. If she could ever, kind of freeze to that one, or go right in behind the one that she just threw, I think her chances of a steal are way better.
Well, if you do this, you're almost certainly have the force on, so.
Just got to make sure she stays.
That's that 9-5 wave. I think I was pretty right
there. This is a good roll.
Well, I hope she has a permit because that was a pistol.
Yeah. Well, I'm telling you, she knew what she was doing. I'm the one that didn't.
It's just past. It's a little bit of a roll.
Mm-hmm. And you forced Kayla to a straight draw.
So Kayla Skrlik here is going to need to draw the 4-foot for a single here on end number 7. Fleming and her sister Ashton not wanting to lay a broom to this now. Now Fleming's going to try to cut it over. Just get to the backing, you're okay.
Yep,
And
great
stay.
shot.
Yep, not a problem. So it's 1 red. That'd be a score of 3-1. Heading to the 8th. We'll be back from Martensville right after this.
I don't remember a time when curling wasn't a part of my life. When I wasn't putting in the sweat and hard work to be the best that I can be. Clocking in the time, the effort to practice day in, day out. Curling is more than just a game. It's a family, a community. And when it's time to play, I know I'll be ready. Hardline, supporting hundreds of our next generation athletes.
We asked Saskatchewan what they know about 5G.
More speed? More innovation?
It's going to make our lives a whole heck of a lot easier.
This is what 5G looks like.
Better, faster.
Sounds like one more G. Sounds pretty good.
I don't know what it means.
All you really need to know is the future of 5G is here and will continue improving through investments in network technology.
This is it. It all comes down to this rock. The hours in the gym, the weeks away from my family. This is what I've been training for. And all those voices trying to tear me down, I'm here to silence them. We've given everything we have for a chance to get everything we want.
And we're back in Martensville. Dave Schmel with Terry Corbin. Happy to have you here in this A qualifier game of the Curling Stadium Martensville Invitational. Winner of this game will go through to the playoffs and get the benefit of having the rest of the day off. Skrlik had that single in 7, and now Brown, well, she needs a deuce to at least keep things going here.
Yeah, two good shots by Corryn in that 7th end, and eventually, getting the outcome that she wanted, which was a force. So she's going to throw up the corner guards, and she's all in.
And we are all in with you all day. We're going to have coverage coming for several more draws today. Coming up at 3 o'clock Eastern, 7 Eastern, and 10:30 Eastern, 1, 5, and 8:30 Mountain. Here, Jerry Lynn Ramsey with the second. Skrlik, come on out because you don't really want to leave a guard. You want this to get there.
Yeah.
Pretty good spot. Now the other corner has to go on up. So Samantha Fisher going to be tested on that. It's Fisher throwing her second here in the 8th for Skrlik. Sorry, for Brown.
Yeah, she'd like to get these two evened up. Looks pretty good. Yeah, well done.
And they are quite even, so Skrlik electing to draw another one in.
I should mention this is Kayla's sister, Ashton.
It's a family affair, as many times curling is.
Mm-hmm.
I know I ask things of my current curling family more than I do of my biological family.
This is a little heavy.
Helped several club members move already.
Is that right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. If you ever watch Seinfeld, that's like going all the way, right?
Yeah. Yeah. That's right.
Next thing you know, you'll be taking them to the airport. So take me through these ranges shot choices.
Yeah, I mean, so by the looks of it, she called. I'm thinking like a quiet weight, tap that back to the back of the 12 foot and roll underneath the guard is my guess.
Really great shot if you make it.
Yeah, yeah. Tough shot though.
Especially because we're
so much here.
Got to get past the guard. You're still not.
She's
only
by
the
it.
fifth.
No, yeah, she's by it.
Oh, just past it. Do you get enough of a roll? Not quite, though.
That's right, yeah.
What a big brush. But now, it's one of those things. If you're going to call that and throw it, oh, it really had to be right.
Yeah, I mean, the good news is now she's got 2 rocks behind the tee line to work with if she needs them. This one, if it's hit and made on the nose, I mean, it's not going to be, full 8 foot. So it's not a terrible situation. If she gets a good roll into the middle, it might change things. That's Corryn's gonna think about either going around or throwing it out in behind that corner guard.
Yeah, that was the first instinct, is to throw behind the guard.
Problem with 3 rocks and that have contact with the 12 foot. I mean, you're working with little or no space over here on the wing, and as we know from past experience, it's pretty hard to hide a rock that you can't have access to with some quiet weight.
See, this one coming down seems to have little extra rotation. Gets around that guard. Now, how far can they bury it? They throw that nicely, and
she's got second shot. Yeah,
it is second shot. Yes.
There's that call for hack weight. Tolerances to be tight, I guess, and at least get the guard removed.
Gonna need to have some good feel on this. Really easy to turn this one in.
Mm-hmm.
All over it. It's gonna be on the guard. And skitter into the house. Get a little kiss? No.
Yeah,
she didn't move it that much. So do you go back to the guard here?
Yeah. I don't like this. I think this is a low percentage shot.
Okay, I mean, well, because it looks like a hit in a small roll.
Small roll. I mean, you're you potentially jam the back. And what you don't want to do right here is outcount your rockin' that's in play.
So ideally, we want to hit and roll and get it through that gap in the back of the 12.
She may have just taken the
On
end
the
right away
one.
from her. Yeah.
It clears it out, and now they're all going to go away.
Yeah, that's I didn't like that shot. I mean, I think at worst she should have thrown the guard back up. I like going probably around the center guard. But I know what I would have thrown. I would have thrown the guard on the rock that's in the house on my first one. My Vice's first one.
So here's Fleming going after the open stone here. And for Corryn Brown right now, there is a dearth of yellow rocks in the house. And 2 of these 3 have to score by the time we're done. So obviously important draw here for Aaron Pincott.
Yeah, you're down to 3 rocks left, and you've got to score 2 of them. And
this one might be it's heavy and it's on the guard, so
yeah.
A little audible there to try to get it to the rings, but we weren't able to massage that there. Wait, I guess there's a danger of putting a yellow onto the rings for them, but somehow ripping those guards seems like a good idea.
Well, I mean, as we sit now, before anybody throws, I mean, Team Skrlik knows that. I mean, they've got at worst an extra end. I like this call. I think that if you can get it around again in front of the tee line is kind of mandatory here. You don't want to make your last one any more difficult than it needs to be. I don't think Corryn can afford to go behind the corner guard, regardless of where this ends up. If it's in the house in front of the tee line, I think she'll have to go around it as well.
So here's Kayla Skrlik with her first in the 8th. This is going to come to rest just behind the tee line. Is there anything other than the freeze here? I don't think so.
I don't either. I mean, you could go really outside the box, go around the corner, I suppose, and then, Skrlik just throws a cap on it. And, if she throws it anything, more than or less than the, I guess, 8 foot, you might have that run back off the yellow into the shot rock, but that'd be a lot of hoping and praying. I don't think that that's even in the cards for her.
So Corryn Brown, she needs this freeze.
Yes.
First of 2 in the 8th. Fisher and Colton trying to guide it there. Past the guard. Now, is the weight right? Is the weight right? It is really good. Clutch throw there by the skipper.
Got 14.6 on that from hog to hog. She may not be shot.
Yeah, very close for shot stone, but great effort regardless, and at least you're in the conversation now.
It's a whisper conversation, but yeah.
I'd have to say it's red if I...
Me too.
If I had to call it.
Yep. That's really the shot I would have liked to seen. Brown call on the thirds. Last rock.
Now here's Kayla Skrlik with her last. Just trying to make it so it has to be a miracle shot.
Yeah, don't pick this to be overly heavy. This looks real good.
Comes on down and it settles right in the 8 foot. So, oh boy, I see what they're thinking.
Yep, they're thinking nose hit and will I be second shot?
It is, yeah, I don't. If you nose hit and a little roll, you're going to need a roll. Because that one in the back 8, I think, would out count a dead nose.
Yeah, me too.
But this is your best option, I think. If you get even a sliver of a roll and still make the shot, mind you.
Yeah, I know. That's the problem.
That's the rub.
Yeah.
You still got to make what would be a pretty darn impressive shot to begin with. Now you need it to roll just a scudge.
Yeah, this might have to have a little bit of heat on it too.
So Corryn Brown got to come with a big, high, hard one and hold on to the shooter. Final stone of the 8 on the way. Gotta get past it. Looks to be close. Get the one. Move them all. And now are you second? You're one for sure. And now let's take a look. And they are.
They think she's second.
They are. And they're kicked them away. Take another look at this. Poetry
This is
in motion.
fantastic.
Just catch it, and you got just that little scudge of a roll that you needed.
Yeah.
And we're going to have bonus curling here in Martensville. We'll be back with more right after this. You're watching Curling Stadium.
Handcrafted in Canada, Hardlines Ice Pad has revolutionized curling for over a decade. Engineered with top-tier precision and durability, it is backed by an unmatched 10-year warranty. Designed for curlers at all levels to sweep effortlessly with maximum efficiency, it is trusted by the world's best curlers, including Olympic and world champions. It is quite simply the best brew in the game. Hardline. Join the revolution.
We asked Saskatchewan what they know about 5G.
More speed? More innovation?
It's gonna make our lives a whole heck of a lot easier.
This is what 5G looks like.
Better, faster.
Sounds like one more G. Sounds pretty good.
I don't know what it means.
All you really need to know is the future of 5G is here and will continue improving through investments in network technology.
We're back here in the ninth. And it was just a fabulous shot by Corryn Brown to send us to this extra. I'm Dave Schmel, joined by Terry Corbin. Skrlik has the hammer in the ninth after just an absolute beautiful shot by Corryn Brown.
Yeah, highlight, man. Highlight reel shot. And this is it again. Yeah, you'll never get tired of watching this, Corryn.
What to me was even more impressive was getting that little bit of roll, because hitting it on the nose was not going to be good enough.
No, exactly.
So now you're still got your back up against the wall, but at least you haven't been shot at yet.
That's right. Team Brown's going to throw up another guard.
So if you're Brown here, you have to feel like you had some momentum here now.
Oh, yeah.
You made that out of nothing. You took some assorted chicken parts and made chicken salad into them.
Yeah, scored that deuce based on her two rocks.
Probably one of the toughest skips deuces I've seen in recent memory. Although we had Gushu with a series of draws last week that were just stupid good.
Yes.
You know, he should really look into pursuing this sport competitively.
Here's a good shot.
Oh, yeah, just past that guard, and you're going to come up.
Perfect.
Lined up beautifully. And now there's no choice but for Brown to realize that there's going to be 80 pounds of granite between her and a potential win.
Mm-hmm.
Well, these rocks look pretty new. Let's go 84 pounds.
Yeah, they just need to get some rocks in play here in the house and look at rearranging kind of the furniture a little later on in the end. Good throw.
Now Skrlik, after 5 rocks, look to open this up and simplify the game.
Yeah, I thought Corryn may have thrown another guard up there, but because I don't think Kayla was ever gonna not peel guards. So now we're gonna play a little cat and mouse for a bit. I'm gonna throw one short. You're gonna take it off. I'm gonna throw another one back there. And then she's going to have to try and figure out when Kayla says, you know what, enough's enough. I'm going to cap this and see how you're going to get to that button.
And that gets right up to the center line again. A little bit of an angle there, but still just go for the one here.
Just want to put a shout out there to Joe Shaw, who's joined us in making some commentary in the chat.
Does Joe happen to know you, Terry?
No, I don't know him.
Joe, we like to keep it light and fun and be serious when we need to and try to keep it all interesting. We hope you like it.
So here we are in that kind of cat and mouse game. We're down to Vice Rocks, and Corwin's wondering, what's my best opportunity to try and move these rocks, push that shot rock at least behind the tee. She's obviously feeling that another guard may be one too many, I'm guessing.
That is always the question, when do you start to make your move? And I think with those two reds there, probably forcing it to go a little bit earlier. So you tap this, just release them a little bit.
Yeah, you just got to make sure you get to the nose, because if you spill off, I mean, and certainly by the looks of this is going to spill off. Yeah, you didn't really kind of improve your situation a whole lot. Yeah, Kayla's just decided to get rid of that guard out in front on the center line.
The peel is unordered.
Oh yeah, this has got some heat.
Get something in the rings on the way by.
Yep.
They do get rid of that one brown rock.
It was a yellow rock, Dave.
They keep on telling me if I ignore him, he'll go away.
You're getting some bad advice.
You got more experience at being a wise fellow than I do. And you're a curler, so I mean, come on. Here we go. A little bit more of the same here. Had to throw one better. Now, where do you want to have this end up ideally?
Yeah, it's the angles are just terrible here for Corryn. She's got to get to the nose of this thing, and it's trying. It's just going to be a little light, I think.
Oh, we are at the nose.
Yeah.
If you whack it, and looks like peel weight's been called for here. Still probably going to leave one of them, but these curlers surprise me with their ability to move. Granted,
I know
this one is looks to be outside a little bit. It's going to catch just an edge of it. You get the one, do you kick the other one out the side? All he can do is wish it out, and there it goes. Both of them out of there.
That is a dynamic throw, especially with the weight that was required in order to move both of those rocks out of play. And she had to hit it that thin, or it doesn't go.
And Ashton was there providing it moral support.
That's right.
Actually, both of the Skrliks were saying, "Get out of there!"
Yeah.
All right. So if you're brown here, I guess you just need to freeze into that pile.
Pretty much. I mean, I mean, the sad part for Corryn is that the way they're staggered. I mean, it's going to be really hard to freeze right on top of that without touching the red one. This is precise plus. I mean, if she just makes it good, I could see us playing another end.
That would make 2 weeks in a row for me getting an extra end.
Mm-hmm.
Go years without seeing one of them.
She's decided to throw the short one first.
Of course, we're referring to the Gushu versus Dropkin instant classic game that we had, and you can look that up from last week. It was a doozy.
Yeah, Corey had a real good chance to eliminate Gushu. Decided to play a hit instead of a draw to the 8-foot, and
the
rest is history.
That was a game that had so many great shots on it.
Oh, yeah. I watched that.
That was fun for me and Jim to call, for sure.
Mm-hmm. It was fun to watch, too. Like, I mean, there was no shortage, as you said, of shot making.
So here we come. And this is it for Brown. They elected to throw the guard to force the peel to make this freeze. You got to wedge it in there and be shot stone.
Yep.
There is no plan B. There is only plan A.
So true.
They're doing lots of housekeeping, making sure that everything is good to go. The skipper settles in for her final shot of the extra. They seem to be okay with the weight.
Yep, there it goes.
Taking the curl now, needs to curl up a significant amount more.
Yeah.
We're good for weight now. Is the line right? Fisher trying to guide it right on in there. And you are dead on the lid. Great draw. It's about the best you could do.
Yeah, the way they were staggered, I don't know how you make it much better.
So now, Skrlik, the broom down for the takeout. Kayla Skrlik from Calgary.
I like that they just moved the broom in a little bit because the only thing you can't do here really is, be wide and hit your own.
Final stone, the extra on the way.
Yeah, looks good.
Ashton's here with it. Gonna come on down, make contact. Away it goes. And as long as one of them sticks, you're fine. You're gonna get 2. So hang 2, and it'll be a final score of 5-3 for Kayla Skrlik, and they will advance and be the A qualifiers. And a great rally there by Corryn Brown in the end.
Yeah, congratulations to Team Skrlik. They've got now a road right to the semifinals and Sunday.
Always enjoy playing on Sunday, and for some reason, I always enjoy calling a game with you, Terry.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure, and I mean, just taking a look at the comment that was made. I mean, we're like you said, we're here to provide some commentary, but also have a little fun while we're doing it. And I've really enjoyed our time together.
Well, we're gonna have some more time together.
That's right.
Coming up at 3:00 Eastern time, 1:00 Mountain time. So for right now, he's Terry Corbin. I'm Dave Schmel. You guys have a great afternoon. We'll see you in a bit here on Curling Stadium.
Handcrafted in Canada, Hardlines Ice Pad has revolutionized curling for over a decade. Engineered with top-tier precision and durability, it is backed by an unmatched 10-year warranty. Designed for curlers at all levels to sweep effortlessly with maximum efficiency, it is trusted by the world's best curlers, including Olympic and world champions. It is quite simply the best broom in the game. Hardline. Join the revolution.